Firstly, we'll look at some Year 3 national data. This table shows the percentage of students in Year 3 in 2019 in each state or territory that were at or above the national minimum standard. For Year 3, the national minimum standard is Band 2. At the national level, there were 95.5% of Year 3 students in schools across Australia who were at or above the national minimum standard. And we can celebrate that data. We can compare how we are tracking considering our own school context. We can ask the question, why are some of our students not achieving the national minimum standard? This is the question that then allows us to delve deeper into the data as we strive to identify possible areas for improvement. As we look at some of the following data, I will use some questions just to prompt your thinking of what the data is showing or what you notice. These questions are for you to consider when looking at the data. This graphical representation is looking at Year 3 student achievement according to the bands and the mean score. So there it's Band 2 for Year 3 and the mean score was 408.1. We also have identified there the standard deviation. And standard deviation is the measure of variability in student performances. It's a measure of the spread of the data. So for any set of data, the mean and the standard deviation can be calculated. The standard deviation, along with the mean, allows us to determine whether a value is statistically significant or whether it's an expected variation. A low standard deviation means that most of the data is close to the average or the mean. A high standard deviation means that the data are more spread out. Approximately 68% of student results are expected to fall between -1 and +1 of the standard deviation of the mean. This graphical representation is looking at gender, how males and females in Year 3 in 2019 achieved. What is this data telling us? Is it telling us that males are outperforming females in all jurisdictions as well as nationally? Is this a pattern in your own school data? And if this is the case, then why is the question that we need to ask? Here we'll look at the achievement of Indigenous to non-Indigenous students in Year 3. What is that data telling us and what do you notice about it? This data is representing the achievement of Year 3 students with a language background other than English, also and making the comparison to non-language backgrounds other than English. So just by looking at that data, identifying what it's showing us. This table provides the mean score for Year 3 students in 2019 across the country. So the Australian mean score was 408.1. The mean scores within each state have also been presented there. This table allows comparisons to be made between the states and nationally. The blue and orange triangles are arrows indicating upward or downward movement and where the average student achievement in Year 3 is substantially above or substantially below and is statistically significant to the state or territory or national results it's been compared to. The blue and orange outlined arrows indicate achievement that is above and statistically significant to the comparisons being made. The black square shows that average achievement is close to or is not statistically different from the comparison to the state or the territory.